Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. In today's video, I will explain why do we need to go for long division in certain questions of remainder and factor theorem and why we cannot use remainder and factor theorem. This question has been asked 2 or 3 times, so I said let's make this concept clear first. It is a part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics, P3, and code is 9709. So let's see here. First of all, you need to understand what is remainder theorem and factor theorem. So I will explain one at a time, and then I will connect it with why we cannot use in certain cases just straight away remainder factor theorem to find out unknown values. So basically what remainder theorem says that if we have a function, a polynomial, and it is divisible by this x minus a, then from x minus a, if you get the value of x and substitute it in this function, a polynomial function, then it gives you remainder. And similarly, if this is ax minus b, like I said, put it equals to 0 and get the value of x, and this value of x you plug in back in the polynomial function, you will get the remainder. I have taken one example here because this was all in algebra. So let's see here. This is the polynomial given to you. It is denoted by f of x, by you, your choice. You can take p of x, f of x, g of x, whatever you like. It is divisible by this. Divided by this, not divisible. Divisible has separate meaning. It is divided by this. You have to find the remainder. One method is long division, but in this case, there is no need because you can put x plus 2 equals to 0 and you can get the value of x. This value of x you are substituting in place of x everywhere in the polynomial function. You can see here. And you got the answer minus 15. This is your remainder. Or in other words, if you go for long division and divide this function which is here by x plus 2, then at the end you will get answer minus 15. Right? But here we don't need to go for long division. Straight away remainder theorem makes our life very simple and we can find the remainder. Now the same question, but now there is one unknown. You can notice here. In the polynomial, there is one coefficient which is unknown. And what is given to you that this polynomial is divided by 2x minus 1 and remainder is 3. So what do? You put this equals to 0 like it is done here. You get the value of x, and that value of x you substitute in the polynomial function which is given to you. So what do you get at the end? This equation, and when you solve it you get a is equals to minus 24. So these are a straightforward case, right? Now see factor theorem also for the same reason. Factor theorem says the same thing. If polynomial f of x is given to you and it is told to you that x minus a is a divisor, when you divide it, it gives you 0. Because whenever the word will come, it is a factor, the polynomial is divisible by this, it means the remainder will be 0. So what do? You apply the same technique. Whatever you are dividing it by, put it equals to 0 and get the value of x. That value of x you plug in the polynomial function and your remainder is equals to 0, right? Because this gives us remainder. Let's see one example here. So in this polynomial, if you see a is unknown and we are denoting it by p of x, and it is given that it is a factor. When a divisor is a factor, remainder is 0. So you are doing the same thing. You put x minus 2 equals to 0. No need to put it on the table. Notebook, you can put it in your mind and substitute the value here. You got a equals to 5. Right? Now the question is, if you have any question like this, again the polynomial is given to you. It is divided by this and you have to find the factors and find the value of a. How will I get the value of x from here? It's not possible. It is not factorizable. I cannot factorize it. In case if I had a separate divisor here, for example, For example, if I had this, right, I can do what? I can do like this now. So I can get x equals to 2 and substitute in it to get the value. But right now the factor which is given to me, I cannot factorize it. So I cannot get the value of x from here and I cannot substitute. In such type of cases, you have to go for long division method. So in my next video, the link I will give in the description below, I will solve this question. This is taken from past paper, I think June 02, very old paper, right? So thank you very much for watching this video. In my next video, I'm explaining this question. Please take care and share my videos with your friends. And do press like and subscribe to encourage me. Take care. Allah Hafiz.